Okay, I should be live again. I think I'm just not gonna stream on TikTok this time. I'm just gonna stream only on YouTube to like see if did I even hold on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try this again. We'll see how it goes. I'm just not gonna stream on TikTok this time. I'm gonna just stream on YouTube. Maybe that'll help. Because I still don't know if it's a computer issue or if it's an issue with, I don't really have any idea. I know my computer's good. Maybe it just needs an update. I don't know. It's not a Wi-Fi issue, though. When that freeze happens, it's not a Wi-Fi issue. So, I don't know. But, either way, I'll just keep pushing. Maybe I'll try something else. We're going to be running the hero goblins a lot, though. I'm gonna keep running hog. I at least want to get to League 4. Yeah, I at least want to get to League 4 before I'm done streaming. Maybe we could hit 5. I don't know. We'll see. Bro, I swear if he whipped out like a freeze or something. How's the weather in Venice today? Is that like Italy or something? That Mega Knight was kind of bad, I feel like. Pretty good start. I don't know, Eclipse. I thought they were going to. Wait, did the chat freeze or something? Gen stream. Yeah, I had to restart. Alright, good game. Global tourneys are probably gonna have heroes. I would assume so. Maybe they won't have the newest ones, but they probably will have the oldest ones. I would think anyway. Kind of look like Nathan Drake, really? I don't actually really know who that is. It just respawns. Nice. I guess I can go in since the Duchess kind of ran out. I was wondering what the best way to counter that was. I maybe should have just gone for the Furnace, but it's alright, I guess. Bad. Is Expo dead? I don't know. There were some people high with it last season. I don't know how it's going to be in this meta, though. I'm not really sure. Oh, it missed one of the minions. Doesn't really matter that much, though. Bro, it's crazy. They can just arrow and you just respawn them. Oh my gosh. I guess he could try to lightning block with minions, but even if he did, I'm still pretty confident I would have defended. How's it going, white run guard? What happened to your idea about that group chat that we created to boycott the greedy game? No one really wanted to. And B-Rad completely ignored me and Alt. We were trying to get him to help us organize it, and he just kind of ignored us. And then Riley on call, like, basically told me directly he didn't want to do it. And Invader, like, indirectly on Twitter, I know he was referring to me, was, like, basically saying, like, yeah, people talk about, like, boycotts, but they're not gonna just, like, I forgot what he even said, like, that, but we're, like, hyper-focused on one niche, so people can't just, like, easily switch to another game or something like that. I forgot exactly what he said, but I was thinking about going for a lightning on that, but that would have been mad aggressive. You consider switching games at this point? Maybe for videos, but I've kind of been more motivated to play a lot again recently because I'm trying to get better at the game, so I have to, I mean, if that motivation continues, then I'm probably still at least gonna play, for trying to get, like, good finishes and stuff. But I'd consider making videos about other games, I don't know. Or I could try, like, news content. Making a second channel might be a better route, though. Oh, he had to fireball that. Still gets a shot. That's really good, even though he went E-Spirit. Think your contract involves only Supercell games? No, we're not under a contract at all. There's no, like, contract or anything. That we have to cover this game. There's a lot of people that have a code in this game that haven't even touched the game in years. Like Sunday, and a lot of others. O.J. Simpson? Nah. Nah, it was so funny. I was talking about OJ, the YouTuber, before to my brothers. I think I was at home. And one of my brothers, well, okay, they both know who OJ is, but I remember I was talking to them for some reason about something OJ said. And they deadass thought I was talking about O.J. Simpson at first. And I had to tell them, like, no, I'm talking about, like, OJ, the Clash YouTuber. They both know who he is, but they were like, oh, after that. That's how you know you're obsessed with this game, or a Clash creator, I guess you could say, because, bro, like, no one else is gonna know. Like, if you're saying... It's just funny, bro. Well, my mom knows who OJ is, too. I mean, she knows who all the Clash creators are because I've probably mentioned all of them to her at this point. Like, my mom doesn't play the game, but she knows all the creators. Like, she knows, I think she literally knows all of them. Like, the large ones. Like, she knows Ian, she knows Riley, she knows, Molt, OJ, Chief Pat. I think she knows Invader, too, like, a little bit. She knows him now because I told her who he was when she saw, like, the pics of us together. Yeah, she knows, like, all the large creators and the good players. Like, she knows Muhammad Light, like, Ruben, Mugi, Sandbox. She knows, like, all the good players, too. She's, like, never played the game, but she watches, like, the big events, like the World Finals and stuff like that. Mostly because I'm there, so she just wants to watch it, kind of. My dad also... Well, it's funny, my dad doesn't even know as much about, like, the best players and the creators compared to my mom, but he plays the game. That's what's funny. So, my dad plays the game, but my mom knows more about, like, kind of the people inside of the game, but my dad plays the games. So, yeah, it's funny. My dad doesn't know, like, anything, though, about, like, who's good and the creators. The only creator he knows is me, I'm pretty sure. So it's interesting. How good is your dad at the game? I'm gonna be real, he's getting better, but to be fair, he started playing this game when he was, like, 55 years old, so you gotta cut him a little bit of slack. I'd say he's better than the average player, but he doesn't really understand how EVOs work. I've tried to explain it to him, like, a few times, and he still forgets to have the EVOs in his deck sometimes, which is funny, but, you know, I try. I have to say, learning this game when you're past the age of like 30 is really hard. It's, I don't want to say it's the same as chess, but and I'm not trying to discriminate with age, but you're not going to be a pro player if you start playing this game after the age of like 25, probably. I want to say. Just because, well, there's a few reasons why. One, you're not going to have the time to play the amount required, but I think it's also because just your reaction time at that point kind of prevents you from becoming a pro. Say that to Ronald. Ronaldo? Oh my god. Ronaldo. Did you mean to say Ronaldo? Or are you saying Ronald like the giant player? Bro, I like had the biggest tongue twister there because Ronald and Ronaldo, well, okay, they're both pronounced very differently, but still, like, I read it as Ronaldo for a second. Is he gonna activate here? You almost have to predict it sometimes, otherwise you're gonna leak. Obviously, the giant player. Technically, you could make the argument for Ronaldo. That's why I was thinking that, because isn't Ronaldo 40? So you could actually say that, can you make some personal life vids and not only Clash related? I could do more, because people do like the personal life vids. I know that, so. You look like MrBeast, I can't lie. Yeah, people have said that ever since I've grown out the goatee. I guess I'll take it as a compliment, because I'm not going to lie. MrBeast, like, no homo, has been looking a lot more handsome recently. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when he lost weight, his face got so much better. Like, it became so much leaner. Like, he went from being, like, average looking to, like, well above average. Like, I'm being so dead ass. And all it took was him losing, like, a lot of weight. He definitely, like, had a pretty big glow up. And then the facial hair suits him really well, too. Who are you talking about? MrBeast. I'm gonna just lightning. He got that rich person lock on his physique, personal trainers, and free time. Well, I would actually say having a chef is more beneficial than a personal trainer. At least for me, I would say the thing that would help me the most is having, like, a chef. Or if I just had, like, easy meal prep, I could just eat the same thing, like, every day. I think that's the thing I'm lacking the most. When did you start playing CR? Like, 9 years ago. I think I started when I was about 12. What's really interesting is all the people really good at this age, we were just talking about, like, being a pro in this game. Every single one of the GOATs started playing this game when they were so young. Like, I think even Mohamed Light, I want to say he probably started when he was, like... I actually don't know about Mo. Lucas started very young, though. Mugi started when he was, like, 11 or 12. Yeah, Mugi started when he was, like, 11 or 12. And Lucas started when he was, like, 12. Mo, I want to say, started by the time he was, like, 14, I think. I don't know for sure. Does anyone know when Mo started playing? All I know, though, is he's only, like, I want to say he's, like, he just turned 21, maybe? Something like that. Like, he's so young. I guess he started when he was, like, 14. That's still very young. He's either 20 or 21. The lag is back. Well, the whole screen didn't freeze, so hopefully it's not that bad. Wait, the game is lagging again when we're facing Mega Knight. Is the Mega Knight lagging the game? Valorant has old pros even though it needs more reaction time. Wait, nah, okay, can we debate that for a second? Okay, does Valorant actually need more reaction time than Clash Royale? I don't... Can we actually debate that? Because I'm actually I kind of want to have this conversation now for some reason. Because I never have had this debate before. Do shooter games require more reaction time than Clash Royale? I don't know. Are you guys sure about that? Like, what about, like, Cycled X? Is that a given? Like, 100%? Like, because... I don't know. Because if that's the case, then that would actually prove that you could still be one of the best in this game even at 30. If there's people playing Valorant professionally, like, in their late 20s. Bro, I don't know how to win this. I'm a very good COD player, and I can tell you getting top 10k, it's hard. So, it's harder to get top 10k in Call of Duty compared to Clash, I guess? Or is it just like a different kind of skill? Because some people even compare chess to Clash Royale. And I thought that chess is like one of like the hardest things, basically. Like, more challenging than PC games. So I was actually under the impression that Clash was like more skillful than shooter games, but I might be completely delusional or out of the loop then. Or it might be subjective. I kind of want to ask other Clash pros what their opinion is, because I know that Lucas and like Air Surfer play like some PC games. So I'm kind of curious what they would say. I don't know for sure, though. I kind of want to ask some other people. I used to be higher rank in CSGO, and I played CR since launch. Shooters require faster reaction, but I would say Clash requires more strategy. I guess that's a valid take. Clash requires more memory. Yeah, I feel like shooters, it's more in the moment. Clash is like long term. I don't know how to explain it, but the memory thing is a good point, because with shooters, it's more so you're just shooting them right then and there, and that's the main thing you have to focus on. I guess, yeah, I mean, it's a completely different game. I guess that's kind of what's interesting about this conversation. They're completely different games. But you know what? This is a great conversation, because now that I think about it, as good as the reaction time that Mohamed Light has, you know what I will say? I would not say that the reason Mo is as good as he is because of reaction time. And that's like one of the main reasons. I would actually say that's like one of like the 5 factors. I would say as far as reaction time, it's important, but the reason Mo is really good is because of his knowledge and memorization of the interactions. But it's also because the other thing is his mindset. The other thing is the mindset is a big factor, because he's consistent. There's a lot of Clash players that are very good, but they have a lot of off days. I'm going to give some examples. Well, pretty much everyone this is applicable to. I feel like people like Lucas and Riley, as good as they are, I feel like they have a lot of off days. You know what I mean? Like, they have many seasons they don't finish well. They have many comp days like they don't play well, and a lot of times it's like a bad mindset. But Mo, like, I feel like it doesn't matter what happens in his personal life, or you know, he just, even if he has a bad day, I feel like he puts it aside and he can just lock in like on the game. And I think that's one thing that really sets him apart is he has a really good mindset. Dabella said mindset's a big factor. Yeah, I think that's one thing he excels at, without a doubt. Don't I go like this for the... One of them goes off to the side, though. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what the best placement is for the cannon against the Evo Pigs. You might have to play it like one tile more to the right or something. Okay, that lightning was very aggressive. I can probably just hog and then lightning myself. He's probably for sure going to go for a gob hut. And he didn't even... Okay, yeah. Even if that doesn't get a shot, he's going to have to spend so much. I think he enjoys playing Clash. That's why he gave his honest opinion. Enjoying the game is a big one. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real. I actually think enjoying it is a big factor because, you know what? Guys, I have a few examples of this. Okay, we might be onto something here. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm going to be real. I'm not very good compared to like Mo or even like Lucas. Like when I was at my best, I was probably like a top 25 player in this game or top 30. But when I was at the best in it, like when I was at that level where I was like a top 25 or 30 player objectively, and even if that's like going too far, like in glazing, like we could at least say top 40 or like 30, somewhere between top 30 and 40, right? I enjoyed the game. I literally... So not only did I play a lot, I enjoyed it. I played like, I was playing, it was during the COVID era, right? I was playing like probably 6 to 8 hours a day on average. It was nuts, but I enjoyed like every second of it. I enjoyed it. And what I realized with Mo is he loves it, right? I feel like with other players right now, like Riley, like Lucas, all these people... I feel like they don't enjoy it as much. Samuel Basoto, like they're kind of getting tired of the game. And I feel like that's why all of them are kind of... They're still very good, but they're not at their peak. I feel like they're not enjoying the game as much. And Morton's another example of that. He did finish number 1 in Mega Draft, but you know what? He really liked Mega Draft. That's the thing. He really enjoys playing it. He really likes it. So it should come to no surprise he got first. Chat, we might have figured something out. We might have figured something out that there's a lot of factors, and one thing that helps is enjoyment, for sure. You know, and I think that's across the board with, like, a lot of sports, you know? Like, even real-life sports. I mean, usually the GOATs love what they do. I mean, I think, like, it's a very good point. Cam Lowell with the $2 dono says decided to take a really long break from this game. Damn, bro, I don't blame you. What was the main reason why you decided to take a break? Thank you for the dono, by the way. I'm pretty sure everyone knew that, not gonna lie. Well, it might be obvious, but I will say there's... Oh, shoot. There's a lot of pro players in this game that are very, very good that don't enjoy the game. Like, they literally just play because it's their job. Like, and actually, I think, like, people like Samuel Basoto would be a good example of that. And there's probably a couple others. Like, there's so many players that are still so talented, but they just genuinely don't enjoy the game. It's like they're forcing themselves to play it. You know what I mean? And I just think you're not going to have the same results if you're doing that compared to if you're actually enjoying the process. So... When it's a hobby, it's good. When it becomes a job, it becomes stressful, and don't want to do it for a lot of people. Yeah, you described it very well. I'm trying to, if I can, find more joy in this game again, and at least make the most of it. I actually didn't... I don't think I told a lot of people this, but one of my New Year resolutions was actually to try to be more positive. and optimistic. I'm not even just talking about Clash, by the way. I'm talking about in real life too, because I'm gonna be real. I had kind of a rough like 2 years ago is kind of when it started. I feel like I went through kind of a like I don't know, not a great phase in my life, and I kind of I don't know, I just wanted to have better control of my thoughts and just mindset overall this year, and that was kind of my overall goal for this year because I didn't like really where my headspace was at the last couple of years, like 2 years ago especially, and last year it was better, but I want to keep that momentum going because I realize it just has a big factor in like your overall well-being, like just in multiple aspects of your life. So it's something I really wanted to like prioritize and get better at. And I have to say, we're only like a little over a month in the year, and I'm already really happy with how that's been going. I've already noticed like a little bit of a shift, so I'm pretty happy about that overall. I just want to try to keep it up. And of course, life isn't going to be perfect, but it's easier to be delusionally optimistic than being pessimistic all the time, even if you're right. Like, it's still not good, and I've kind of come to realize that. So that's why I've tried to change that a bit. Cam Lowell with the $5 dono says, I'm simply not enjoying the game anymore, and after all, that's the main point of playing a game. True. True. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, if you don't enjoy it, like, don't force yourself. I would say, especially for the people that aren't creators or play this game professionally, I think, like, it's that's the right call. You know, if you don't, like, earn money off of this game and you don't enjoy it, it's probably just worth taking a break at that point, for sure. How much do you think talent affect it goes in a pro? I would say talent is a big piece of it. I think that even if your mindset's perfect and you put in a lot of time, you still won't be as good as Muhammad Light. That's where the talent comes in. But I still think that you're capable of more than you think. Like, I think almost everyone's capable of getting a top 100 finish in this game if they play enough, and it might take time, but I think most people, I don't know if most people can get a top 10, but I would say most can get a top 100. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but I think if you were to treat this game like your job and you loved playing it and you were actively trying to improve with a specific deck and you were like patient, then I think you could do it. I think some people can't, but I think most can get a top 100 in this game. But I'm not going to say that definitely most people can't make it to World Finals. There's just no way. I just don't think that's realistic for most people because, especially at this point, like if you just started playing this game now, there's no way. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to... Yeah, because if you start playing this game now, you have to catch up so much, and there's so much in the game compared to what there used to be, right? There's the heroes, there's the evolutions. So it just depends on when you started, I think. Because in this game, starting at the youngest age possible, I think is really beneficial. And like the earliest you started, the better. I don't know, I think talent has the biggest percent. Yeah, it's a big factor, but I will say we've seen a lot of players that aren't as talented get better. I'm going to give some examples of this. There's been some players that just got better and better over time. I'm going to think of a few. Like, Adriel just keeps getting better and better. You know what I mean? Sandbox is another example. Vitor's another example. Like, a lot of these players, they used to not be exceptional, and then they just got better with, like, well, voice crack. They just got better over time. But, oh shoot, I forgot to activate. People like, I would say Mo and Mugi are, like, great examples of talent because Mo got good so quick, right? For a lot of the other players, they really had to put in work. Like, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I probably do have really good knowledge of this game because I can remember and keep track of this stuff. I'm telling you right now, a lot of the best players, it took a lot of time for them to get good. Like, a lot of time. It did not happen overnight. Riley talented. He is talented, but he put in a lot of work. I've known him for a few years. I remember even a few years ago, back when he pretty much only knew how to play log bait, guys, he was playing the game 8 hours a day. He was grinding ladder like there was no tomorrow. You guys don't even know. Like, he was playing a lot. He is talented, but he put in so much work. Like, it did not happen overnight. It took many years. But he is very talented. But he put in a lot of work. Because I used to call with him back in the day with Bag. Do you guys remember Bag? I think a lot of you guys probably do. I called with him and Riley. I called with them quite a lot. They were like some of my favorite people to call with back in the day. And Riley, like, he really did put in work. Like, he put in a lot of time, like, learning the matchups. And he kept improving his finish, like, little by little every season. I remember, like, back in the day, guys, like 5 years ago, I remember, like, he was even going only for, like, top 50 finishes or, like, top 20 finishes, and it was always with log bait. I don't know when he branched out. It might have been, like, 3 years ago or something like that. He started, like, playing other stuff. That's when he started playing, like, gob drill decks or, like, miner decks, but it was always log bait. He, like, mastered that, and then he branched out to, like, some other cycle decks. But I will say, that is one thing I do notice between a lot of, like, the really good players. All of them did start with, like, a one-trick deck. They all started somewhere. Like, even Mo, it was always miner. And you know what's funny, guys? Now that we're thinking about all this, you know what's really interesting? A lot of the pros that started with their one-trick deck, it's still their best deck, right? So, Mo, guys, when you think of Mo, what do you think is his favorite deck? Like, his bread and butter? Like, even though he's good with everything. It's miner, right? Riley can play pretty much everything, but he still is known for log bait, right? And it's even with Ian, right? He's still known for being the best with hog, even though he can play, like, everything now. So that is one thing to kind of take note of. Like, all the greats, they still, like, all started, like, mastering a deck, right? And that's why I really feel like you should master a deck first. That should be your first step before trying to get, like, versatile, like, really mastering and understanding one deck, because that's what all the GOATs did, like, really. So, Lava Hound. Yeah, Lava would be, like, Dominic, I guess. And technically, guys, Dominic is an amazing player. Like, Dominic is, I mean, he qualified to the World Finals 2 years ago. So it kind of proves you still do that with Beatdown as well. Sandbox, guys, was actually the first really good player, I feel like, that didn't, like, really, really good player that didn't start one-tricking a, like, a Beatdown deck. He actually started, or excuse me, he started with heavier decks. He used, I believe he used RG first, and he used, like, bridge spam. But most of the other pros, they started with a cycle deck. Like, Adriel, I think, was hog as well, I'm pretty sure. So Ian did start with Expo. Oh, true, it was actually Expo. I forgot about that. Morton seems very talented to me, too. Yeah, but I would actually say he's not as talented as Mo and Moogie. He had to work harder for it, I feel like. Morton, when he was at his prime, once again, was playing probably, like, 8 hours a day. Or 10 hours a day, but he is very talented, but I would say I wouldn't put him as, like, a top 5 talented player. He put in a ton of work, which is actually why a lot of people, I feel like, say he deserves, like, really root for him or deserves his success because he works for it harder than most people. That's why I'm really happy for him he got #1 in the mega draft. Like, I was so excited to see that. You know, as much as I love Mo finishing #1 all the time, bro, it gets a little boring at times. But seeing someone like Morton get it is pretty cool. Because Mo already has, like, what, like 20 #1 finishes, so... You should go in here. Someone said, why did the chicken cross the bridge to get to the Princess Tower? Bro, what? Oh my gosh. Well, technically that is the other side, so you're not even wrong. Ian is better than Riley. Thoughts on this? I think right now, yes. And I might be crazy to think this, but I would actually say that Riley might even agree with that. Just because, I don't know. I wonder how Riley would answer that, but I would actually give it to Ian right now. But it's very close. They're both very good. You know, Ian's another example of someone where I feel like... You want to know my take on Ian? Because it's weird. I feel like I have opinions on, like, every player. Just because I kind of know the lore for a lot of them, or, like, know when they started, and I know some better than others. You know what I have to say about Ian, chat? I feel like his improving his mindset was the biggest benefit to him. Because Ian used to have... So here's the thing with Ian, right? I'm going to explain this right now. When a few years ago, I remember him. This was back when he was like an Expo 1-trick or Hog 1-trick. He wasn't really that good at competitive yet. He would always like make these excuses and like just be like negative and stuff. He wasn't very confident in himself either, right? And then I don't know what happened. He just like dialed it in or something starting like 2 years ago. And now he's like a completely different player. Like he basically he's very confident in himself, like in his ability. And okay, he does still make excuses when he streams, but he doesn't get tilted like he used to. Can this cam stop moving? Hold on, I gotta like fix it till it stops moving. He used to get very tilted back in the day. He doesn't get tilted anymore. You know one way of proving it? Riley even says that Ian has the best mindset. Riley literally said that Ian has like one of the best mindsets out of like every pro player. Like he doesn't get tilted. He doesn't get nervous. Like, and that's completely different than how he used to be a few years ago. He might have found his confidence in the gym, and that might have like translated to Clash. I don't know, but it sometimes kind of seems that way. Low key. But it's pretty impressive nonetheless. Bro, I was so sure he was going to activate. I'm going to do it, though, because we might be able to kill the princess if we're lucky. No, we don't. This cannon is going to go pretty crazy here. Good looks, good looks. Dang, I was trying to get something going there, but he's probably gonna... Yeah. He's gonna defend pretty easily. I don't think he can afford a cannon, though, right? Oh, that's not good. Hold up. We're okay if I just E-Spirit. I think we're fine. I don't know. Nah, I think... Alright, that's fine. How's it going, Senatal? If you were to go pro in any sport, what would it be? Maybe like baseball, I don't know. Hero Goblins look super fun. They're fun to play. I don't know if they're fun to face, though. Not bad. He'd look like Walter White if he gained 75 pounds and went bald, got glasses and grew a goatee. Me? Facial hair doesn't suit you. I guess it's subjective because some people have said it does, but I'm kind of experimenting as well. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I'm kind of just trying it out. Think Hyperbait will be back. I mean, yeah, but it didn't really ever leave because Hypno was still high up with it last season, so. But yeah, it's probably going to be really good now. I'm going to just Lightning. He has to play something, I think. Oh, he just gave up. Does your girlfriend like your facial hair or no? I think she, well, I mean, she prefers guys that are clean shaven, but I think she still likes it. Like, I mean, I think she probably thinks I look handsome or good either way. But to be honest, it shouldn't really matter what your girlfriend thinks. Like, if you grow facial hair out or not, you should kind of do what you want. That's my take anyway. I mean, it might depend on the person, but... You know, the clips I've seen where there'll be guys with like facial hair or like a beard, and then they shave, and then they surprise their girlfriend or wife are so funny. And they see the guy for the first time in their life like clean shaven. It's so funny. And then the son gets scared and starts crying. Yeah. And sometimes the kid doesn't even recognize them or something. Bro, he just missed the fireball. What in the world? I'm gonna do like a split push here. Some of those dudes clean shaven look like toddlers. Yeah. I mean, it really depends on the guy whether it suits you or not. I think some guys look good either way. Like if they have facial hair or don't. I might, to be real, I kind of think I might be one of those guys because I can't even decide if I look better with facial hair or without. I think in the case for me, it 100% depends on the woman. And like their preferences for me because I actually don't know. It really could go either way. I might as well just do this. You Mighty Miner here. Oh shoot, this could be kind of bad. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that Evo Battle Ram is pretty OP sometimes. Like, what the heck? Does he have a big spell? I can't even remember. He's got the 3 Musketeers, wow. He does have Fireball. This is such an annoying match, bro. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do, bro. Man. Wow. Yeah, it's over. I want to say this is a bad matchup, but I'm sure I didn't play that well. Yeah, he's just gonna spell cycle. I don't know what to do. Is Raj still the king of Logvader? Is that title go to Hypno now? I feel like it's probably the Korean guy. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. But isn't that the best Logvader player right now? Probably Riley after that. I don't know, though. I mean, it's probably pretty close. Luju? Yeah, like Luju or something. Ilju. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's actually a bad matchup. Yeah, because I feel like the Furnace does really bad against the 3 Musketeers. Same with the Cannon. They don't really do anything. Because I saw Mohammed Light last season running, I think it was Graveyard Furnace, I want to say, and he lost to Osama, who was running 3 Musketeers. And he had Graveyard Furnace, I think, with the Cannon, I'm pretty sure, and he got rolled. Because the 3M are getting value like every single time on everything. And since I saw Mo lose it, I'm pretty sure that's confirmation it's pretty tough. Could just do this, though. Oh, it protects it. Nice. Yeah, Osama's the recruits player, but he's also really good at 3 Musketeers. His best finish was actually with 3 Musketeers. Second. You lost 4 to 5 years of age when you're clean shaven. I think the facial hair suits you. I don't think a beard would look good, though. Yeah, I mean, a goatee, I think, is like a nice happy medium. A beard, though, I don't think is necessary for me. A lot of young guys like this, too, have, like, a disconnected goatee. It's kind of the style. A lot of young guys have it. They took away his code a few years ago, and they're not going to give it back. Wait, why did they take it away? But I actually think I remember that he used to have a code. I don't know why they took it, though. I don't know why they took it. Wasn't Syria banned? Maybe that's why. They were, like, banned or something for a little bit. It was like one of the countries that got banned. I do know Osama has always had like issues with his Wi-Fi. Probably not now very much, but he used to always have issues. Kind of impressive. Like, he actually almost finished first last season. I think he was 1 game off. I think he lost to Mugi. But if he won that game, he would have gotten first, I'm pretty sure. Which is kind of nuts. Did they ban Russia as well? They did, yeah. They did. They even weren't allowed to play CRL for a while. That's why Igor moved to Kazakhstan just to play, I'm pretty sure. The Middle East, except for Jordan, is cooked when it comes to ping. It seems to be okay, or at least somewhat decent in Iran, because I feel like there's a lot of good players from there that play. Especially Rakan. I thought it was Rakan for the longest time, but I've heard people say Rakan, and now I'm thinking it's Rakan. And I've said it wrong the whole time. Because no one even corrected me when I called him Rakan, but I'm pretty positive it's Rakan. Like, I'm 90% sure. Does anyone know? Is it Rakan? Oh, he's from Saudi Arabia. Damn, I thought he was... Wow. I did not know that. This is a pretty easy matchup. It makes it even better when you have lightning compared to the earthquake. The earthquake's not good against the Tesla. To be fair, that guy didn't play very well, though. But the furnace is quite annoying for him. %. I should be able to hit League 5 hopefully before the end of the stream. Use that Smelly King Skelly Barrel deck. I was using it earlier, but I wanted to play something else. I didn't even need to do that. I did that because I thought the mortar was going to stay alive. Have you ever played Fortnite? Yeah, I have. I played it quite a few times. I mean, I even played it like a week ago with my girlfriend and a friend, so. Wait, I realize I can just do the hero goblins again. Oh my gosh, it's so broken. I think I can hog here. If it goes in front of the furnace, this is going to be really hard for him to defend. Well, I mean, he's going to defend, but take a lot of damage, so that's pretty good. Probably cannon, kind of like this. Yeah, that works. Not bad. Goblin ability got to be 3. I think they're going to make it 2. We're lucky if they make it 2. Maybe they just take away one of the goblins, but they'll probably make it 2. Probably just go like this, and then Furnace, because if he goes in for a Dark Gob, I can just... Oh, wow, those minions were not... Wait, those minions were actually really bad. I just realized I can go like that. And then we can hog here. Even though we played it into a Dark Gob, actually that hog wasn't good. That wasn't a good hog. Does that kill the... Yeah, it does. So it doesn't kill a Firecracker, but it kills a Dark Gob. Still. I don't know why I forgot that. That really goes to show I don't use the Evo Cannon nearly as much as I should. I want it to be 3 goblins and flag time nerf to 4 to 5 seconds. Yes, I like 7 seconds is kind of wild. Even when you're the one playing it, I feel like it's crazy. Like, just to see it on the board for a whole 7 seconds. It's like... It almost stresses me out having that much time to activate it. Because it's like, I'm thinking, like, when am I supposed to activate it? When you have that big of a time window. It really should be 5 seconds. I don't know why they just decided to make it 7. I really don't know. Wait, this guy's kind of coming back. I need to focus. Hold up, hold up. I need to focus here. I probably should just log the Dark Gob every single time. I don't think I need to do anything. Yeah, Furnace this lane because he's got the Fireball. Hog gets a shot. That was a really bad play by him. We can just do this, send that in the other lane. It's going to tank for the Furnace. Goblins on that. Hog this lane. He has to defend both lanes. And probably just a log here. We could just Furnace this lane. E-Spirit, I guess. Okay, that's a really good Evo Cannon. Bang. Just kill that. Oh, nice. And the Mighty Miner reached as well. Good stuff. We pretty much just have to... We can Lightning that. And then he has to Lightning block with minions. That's the only way he can defend. Bro, when it's triple elixir, just activate the Hero Goblin ability every time. I already figured that out. The game in the state it might cause cancer. Well, the game causes stress probably for most people, and isn't, technically speaking, chat, doesn't high stress levels contribute to cancer? If that's the case, you actually could make the argument playing Clash Royale is a cause for cancer. I'm not even joking. It actually might be, technically. But to be fair, I suppose pretty much anything could cause cancer. So, but I don't know. I was thinking of just going Lightning on that, but I don't know if that would have been the play. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Only one elixir, and it's still got, even though it died, it's still got value. Bro, I was just scared of that Fire Spirit. I didn't want to drop anything. We get Hog here because he has to defend... Wait, I can just activate it here. It's going to split up the Ewa's damage, and then... Oh, heavens. Well, that was a pretty good play by him. I'm actually going to do this. I don't want to use my cannon on it. Okay. When's the next Minnesota Learning Center video? What do you mean the next one? I didn't even make one in the first place. Bro, I was trying to ability so it went... Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta focus. I don't want to activate because there's a Golden Knight. Nice. Really good Lightning. I was stressing about what I should do in that scenario, and I kind of quickly figured out lightning's probably the only thing that could help me defend there. And luckily I made the right decision. I was really worried it wasn't gonna like cut it, but it actually kind of worked perfectly because it helped kill the barbarians from the ram too. And because I knew it was an Evo ram, I knew the cannon wasn't gonna cut it either, so... I'm gonna try to get to League, 5 here, and then I'll probably end. Keep talking, I'm almost done. Wait, almost done what? Oh, like your homework? You're listening to the stream in the background while you do your homework? Alright, should be enough. How about you, miner, here? Folding laundry? I guess you could fold laundry while watching the stream. Should I just hog here? Wait, did the Wait, this guy is giant Mega Knight? Wait, guys, the lightning didn't activate the King Tower, right? It was the E-Spirit, I'm pretty sure. Or am I tripping? Bro, the Evo Mega Knight is actually pretty decent against the Hog. Might as well just use it, I guess. I don't know. We gotta focus on defense, though. Actually, I guess I could just go in here. Good defense, at least. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's gotta scar me, right? Yeah, I was gonna say. That should be game now. Yeah, nice win. GG. 2.5 hours, missed the whole stream. Yeah, it was... I've actually been live for like 2.5 hours because I had to restart the stream because something happened. I don't know what. So I've actually, yeah, probably in total been live over 3 hours at this point. Yeah, that sounds about right, because it's been about an hour and 10 minutes, and I think it was about almost 2 hours. Yeah, it actually probably has been over 3 hours now. I don't know if... This is gonna be annoying, bro. Wow. Okay, that actually stopped it. 3M is a difficult matchup. I gotta play very well if I want to win this. has 3M nerf. I don't know. We don't know if it's noticeable yet. We kind of have to see. Ooh, the Hero Wizard, is that OP now, I wonder? I feel like it probably is. Bro, I have to lightning that. I have to. I'm just gonna have to let that connect. Yeah, okay. That's probably fine, I guess. He's up a couple of elixir. Because he played that. He had to have 4, and I didn't even have a lot right away, so... Oh, this is difficult. On the plus side, I feel like the one thing I got going for me is he's not going to have his evolved battle ram again anytime soon. What? Wait. Huh? Dude, he missed a rocket and basically got away with it. I don't know what to say after that. I don't know how he missed a rocket, and it's basically as if it didn't even happen. Must be a hard counter, I don't know. I'll just lightning this, I guess. But to be fair, with decks often that rocket cycle, they sometimes don't even hit anything with the rocket, and they still sometimes win. So I guess it just really depends. Because, like, Nate's deck, for example, sometimes he rockets nothing. So I guess it really just depends sometimes on the matchup. We pretty much got it now. I actually think in triple elixir it gets pretty easy, because it's hard for him to break through. He might rocket this. Nice win. That actually got easier as I went on. Okay, we're 1 off League 5. That guy was actually pretty good. He almost finished top 800 last season. Can Nate even play anything other than the same 8 cards in his deck? I think he's okay with a couple other cycle decks. Like maybe Hog or something. Or like maybe a Goblin drill deck or like Log Bait, but probably not heavier decks. Alright, if we win this, we're League 5, which is probably a good stopping point. Nice. Ooh, this might be annoying. Cannon might be good here, though, because his Dark Gob is out of cycle, so he can't snipe it. Okay, hold up. This is going to be stressful. Bro, the hero goblins managed to... I think we got a hog here. He's got a gob gang as well. Do I log or cannon? I think log is a slightly better play there. That's perfect because they're not going to spawn right on the tower. So if he decides to do it, it's not as bad. I can react pretty quickly. He doesn't do it. Wow. I would have done it if I were him because I still would have had to play something. Like, even if I went Mighty Miner, I'm committing 4 just to deal with it. Bro. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. Talk about an overcommitment there. I think we hog here. Cannon should have been played a little earlier, but still a pretty good play nonetheless. That hog was pretty bad. I don't know what I was thinking. That was kind of an awful time to go in. Lightning's quite a decent counter to the Demolisher. Pretty much kills it entirely. I bet you he's going to recruits, right? Yeah, there they are. Maybe a pre-log here. Wow. He didn't drop anything. That does mean he takes 2 hog hits as a result. Not too shabby. He pretty much has one more chance. Now that his Evo recruits are out of hand and his Evo wall breakers, he might be kind of doomed at this point. Because the regular recruits are just so, like, not threatening, I feel like. Especially in Triple Elixir, like, they're not doing shit, bro. I'm gonna be real. They're not doing anything. I don't know if the lightning is able to be blocked. I want to say I'm just going to let it rip and see what happens. Oh, nice. Okay. I don't even know if the goblins have the health to do it or not. I want to say they don't. They probably have 100 something. I don't know how I don't know if it's enough or not. Let me see. Where? They have... What? 300 and... Okay, that is insane. That's way more than I thought. I thought it was like 190 or something. Well, in that case, might have actually been able to block. I don't know. But either way, that's going to put us in League 5, which is pretty good. We actually had to face some pretty decent players. Even in League 4, we had to play against some good people. Because the season did just start. And because of the new rank system, the players are actually decent in the lower leagues now. Especially on day 1. So... what are we? Okay, this is a 28-day season again, so it ends, I guess, very beginning of March. But yeah, guys, every season the players get better. True, yeah, and because ranked is, like, locked or gatekeep now, I think till what? You have to hit 10K, I want to say. Is it 10K? I think it's 10K, right? So you don't get people that are as bad anymore. It's 11,000. Wow. That's kind of nuts. I'm gonna be real. That's kind of crazy. They really made it. Wow. Wow. They might need to lower that. That's crazy. They're gatekeeping it to that much. But to be fair, do you really have a chance at ranked if you're not at that high in Trophy Road? Because chances are that probably means if you can't reach that in Trophy Road, it probably means your deck isn't leveled up enough, which you kind of do need for ranked as well. So I don't know, but either way, guys, thank you all for watching. Next stream I'll probably push to Ultimate if I'm not already there yet. Maybe I'll play a little bit off stream and just hit Ultimate, and then maybe next stream I just decide maybe we try to push to I don't know, maybe we try to push the top 10 early season if I decide to play a bit off stream and get Ultimate. I'll see how I feel because I've been a little more motivated to play the game again recently. So, I'll see. But yeah, peace chat. Have a good rest of your day. I'll be back again probably tomorrow. I don't know when the next video will be. I actually double uploaded today or yesterday. Well, today and yesterday, I guess. So, yesterday, I guess. Yeah, because the videos were... I don't know. All right, doesn't matter anyway. Either way.